And we have lunch. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday morning's intention. Today, I just want to start off by saying that sometimes when we go into these meditative states, we end up going on journeys inwards. And if you're not used to it, sometimes it can be a little bit alarming because you might come up with emotions or parts of yourself that you really were not intending to work with. But if they've come up, then it's time for them to be processed. So just go with it. Don't be afraid of it. Allow it, whatever it is. The other night I was working on connecting with love and magnifying, amplifying that love out. And the image that I was kind of anchored to help me generate that was also tied up, entwined with some grief around that subject that had not been yet processed. And that came up for me. And, it was a really good thing to acknowledge it and to allow that energy to move through me and be released. So I just wanted to say that, this inward work can be challenging at times, but it's so worth it. So worth it. We do this work to clean ourselves inside, to know ourselves, to connect with truth, to connect with our real authentic self and to our connection to the whole collective. And all of a sudden we just get these insights that help us navigate and feel more in tune. And sometimes it feels like we don't belong in this crazy, crazy ass world. It's just too much all the time. So, this practice that we're doing here is fairly benign and gentle. I just wanted to let you know that should your inner self decide that it's time for you to, journey to some other inner parts of yourself, then that's okay. Just allow that. Let that be. You'll be fine. You'll be better for it. It's all good. Not everything can be puppy dogs and unicorns all the time, right? And sometimes these more difficult aspects turn out to be more of a gift and more of a blessing than the unicorns can be. So that said, let's do that heavy stuff being said. Let's get back to this amazing reality we're creating together. So if you can find a place for 30 minutes to sit or lie down, not be disturbed with your eyes closed, that would be really good. Get you to go ahead and close your eyes down. We're going to take some large, deep breaths to begin with. So inhale, take in the breath of life. And when you exhale, I want you to just let go of all your worries and concerns. Let them float up and away from you as your body feels nice and heavy, relaxed. And with the next breath in, with the out breath, I want you to just feel like you're melting into your seat, or you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. Just allow her to hold you. And with the next breath, I'd like you to focus on inhaling light directly into your heart, and then exhaling light directly from your heart. And just to let you know that different sensations can happen when I do that light through the heart breathing. What happens for me is when I inhale, I feel light go into my entire being. Even behind my eyes, my eyelids light up. Sometimes you can have experiences that are quite profound and visceral, and also not to be afraid of those, just to allow them to be. Experience them with wonderment and curiosity. And now we're going to focus on the body and make sure it's good and relaxed so that we can do this inwards journey. Put your attention down at your feet right now. Excuse me. I want you to ask them to relax right now. And if you're sensitive enough and you can attempt to reach to feel the energy flow in your body and feel that opening happening at your feet. Your energy flows out into the earth. It curls up with the roots of the trees. And then it doubles back and comes back to your feet, completing a circuit back into you. This allows you. It allows Mother Earth to take care of you. She's cleansing and replenishing your energies. You feel grounded. And then we're going to focus on our ankles and our shins and our knees and our calves. We're going to just ask them all now to relax. And we focus on our upper legs, our pelvic area, our buttocks, and our hips. And we feel everything just loosen. And then we focus on our inner organs and our rib cage, our chest, our breast, our full back and spine. Everything just softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Your arms, your forearms, your hands and fingers all hang loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And we're going to focus on the skin of our scalp. Often don't ever think about that area, but it actually can hold quite a bit of tension. So I want you to just be sensitive right now and be present there. See if you can sense the tension. And if so, ask it to relax right now. Just let go, loosen. And then we put our attention on our jaw. And we give permission for that jaw to unhinge right now. Feel your mouth open to receive the breath of life. Now we bring our attention to our eyelids. See if you can't soften them a few extra degrees. It's amazing how much control we have over our bodies. Our bodies want to please us. We just need to be connected to them. And now we'll go inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And then we're going to speak to our minds and thank our minds for all the hard work it does for us all the time. So valuable. But we're going to ask it to take a seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit. We're going to let the heart steer the bus for this session. And we ask the mind to stick around, be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat right now. And then we're going to deal with our thoughts. thoughts are a whole different kettle of fish. Speaking of fish, let's use the element of water to deal with our thoughts today. Now, our thoughts are not the enemy, but unfortunately, we've conditioned ourselves over thousands and thousands of years to let them be the boss and think that they are what you are. They are not. They are simply thoughts. So I want you to envision your thoughts now, that they're each drops of water. And you're floating above a vast ocean, a vast sea of creative potential. And each of your thoughts are a drop of water in that ocean. And no one thought is more important or more urgent than another. And you can see each individual thought that you focus on get subsumed by the waves, become part of the whole mass. And you can see the reflection of the moon on the surface of the water, sparkling. Some of those thoughts are quite brilliant. We might take them out of the ocean in a glass to look at more closely at another time. But right now, we're just going to observe them, witness them. We're seeing them from above, almost like you're at the crow's nest of a ship's mast. And if you are observing and witnessing your thoughts, that means you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound. And we're going to explore that here. And if at any time any of those thoughts should hook you and drag you away on a journey with them, that happens to all of us all the time. And this practice is just to recognize it when you recognize it, and then gently bring yourself back to the present moment. Try to be fully present in each moment. Let the thought go, and that is the practice. And eventually those thoughts stop pulling you away so much. You're able to distinguish more your centeredness that is not engaged in the thoughts. And then we're going to take a bit of a journey from our head to our chest cavity. We're going to take a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I want you to experience this viscerally, pardon me. I want you to feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. I want you to hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And I want you to feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you glide down the staircase and land on the platform in front of your heart. I want you to notice what might be in front of your heart as you're standing there. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. That actually is very normal. All of us naturally put up barriers to defend ourselves against being hurt. These are things we learn to do. But I want you to realize that it's your heart and you have an all-access VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert, baby. So I want you to go ahead and imagine that the locks are disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps maybe there's a crank and you wheel out the bridge over top the moat for yourself. And as you approach the door, it cracks open a little bit. And these brilliant yellow beams of ecstatically beautiful light are spilling out everywhere. See yourself opening the door to your heart and entering into that light. being completely bathed in that warm, loving light. You feel so safe, so secure, and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine. It's there for you at any time, inside yourself. Now, this light is probably the closest that we can get to the actual essence of what we truly are. Everything in the universe is energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. We are actually high frequency resonance energy, light, love. While we're on Earth, we're compressed into this matter. We have yet to discover the expansive nature of our true self. So we're going to take a little bit of a perceptual shift here. And we're going to experience our energy or our light body. So I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. You're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. And you're a very specific color. Everybody has their very own unique shade of color, and texture, and sound, and flavor, smell. This frequency that we are, this energy, can be expressed in many ways. But I want you to focus exactly on what color you are today. And then I want you to look up and see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you. It's so pure and it's attracting you towards it. I want you to allow yourself to just float up and merge with that light. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. Some people call it God, some people call it the unified field. I call it the nexus. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what it is just total connection. And you don't have to give up anything to be here. You don't have to sacrifice anything. You don't have to adjust anything. All truths, all beliefs are inclusive here. And you can come out of it at any time, so there's no need to fear. And as you merge with the flow, one of the things you might feel is a sensation of coming home. That happens for me quite often. And at some point, you will experience on all levels that you are everything else and everyone else in the universe. And they are all also contained in you. We are all one being, experiencing ourselves in different ways. All part of the same pie, all different flavors to the pie, but the same pie. And that's a beautiful thing, because we are at the exact same time experiencing our individuality and our connectedness. They both exist simultaneously. And it's a very freeing thing to integrate into ourselves. It's a very peaceful, it brings me a lot of peace. Now, this nexus is in a most amazing place of high frequency resonance energy. This is where light and love vibrate at this frequency, joy. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles. You have all the wisdom and knowledge of the universe and the collective at your fingertips here. And we have immense power to create. And this is what we're going to take advantage of right now today. We're going to intend the reality that we would like to be living in. And then we're going to anchor it at the end of this intention in the present moment. So I want you to go ahead and envision, build, create the life that you've always dreamed of having in all its splendor, every detail. And I'm going to go along and guide in generalities because at our cores, we all want the same thing. But I want you to go ahead and fill in the blanks, color the page that's pertinent to your life. What are you doing? How are you feeling? Who's in it with you? So first of all, let's talk about health. We all want good health. So let's envision ourselves as vital, whole, healthy, moving our bodies with ease and grace. Emotional bodies balanced, mental bodies full of clarity, energetic bodies fulfilled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, and shield us against anything we may need guarding from. And we take care of our bodies. It's part of our routine. It's a normal part of our daily practice. And anytime anybody needs guidance or teachings on how to look after any of their bodies, that is amply available to them. So be in this life right now. Experience this vitality, this health. I feel so light, like a weight's been lifted. I feel joyous. I feel expansive. Ease. And now I want you to extend that not only to yourself, but to your family and friends. And then to your community, and then to all on the planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. And it is within our power to do so. It truly is. And now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this earth for all of us. And that is the truth. So let's deal with everybody in one shot here. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has natural, ample, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth if they need it. And we also have a little bit of leftover for comforts. We have enough resources to maybe travel around once in a while. Most importantly, we have the resources so that we can follow our passions and dreams in life. Let's lift humanity up right out of survival mode and into creation mode. So what are you doing on your path? Each of us were given a specific gift in this lifetime for only us to develop and share back with the world. It is our purpose. And when we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love, but deep down, each of us has an innate need, a desire to contribute. And so we are fulfilling ourselves on many levels with this. What are you doing? What makes you unreasonably happy? What fascinates you? This is where your purpose lies. And now I want you to imagine the whole, our whole planet, all the resources, time, and energy are freed up because our health is so good. And then our Needs are taken care of, and everybody is in creative mode. Feel the energy, first of all. Be in your shoes right now. This is done. It has already happened. So say we all. Be in this reality right now. Walk down the street. What does the energy feel like? What does it look like when you see other people in the street? You see smiles on their faces, the lights shining behind their eyes, the ease of the flow that everything is moving at. And now let's look at the ramifications, the consequences of this. See all the imaginations and intelligences getting together and problem solving, and all of a sudden we're living on a planet that's free of pollution. We figured out how to live in balance and harmony with our ecosystems. Experience what that is like. It is amazing, wondrous. And then imagine us exploring our limitless potential as human beings, expanding our consciousness, inventing, building, learning, teaching, caring, sharing, progressing into the future in a very balanced way. And now let's intend being together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home over the bumps and the fun times too. Well, let's just use the fun times. We could use some of that in the world right now. See us celebrating life together in music, in song, in dancing, in playing, in laughing. Experience that right now. I feel the joy just blossoming in my whole being, lifting me up. And let's intend one last thing in this reality. Let's intend that everybody on the planet is awakened to this consciousness of one. Everybody feels connection to the all. And something magical happens. There's a shift that occurs. When we experience this, understanding, remembering who and what we are, all of a sudden the lower vibrational, heavier energies just don't make sense so much anymore. The greed, the harming another. And these tend to fall away, and we all adopt the same foundation principles of honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, and sharing. We're all on the same page. Everybody's got your back and you've got theirs. A beautiful sensation of security. Trust blossoms within us again. Even the systems that govern us are designed and built and put in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow in this life. All the connections, pathways, the conduits clear and open up. All the relationships heal. Just be in this energy right now. Live in this reality. Be in your shoes. Just imagine what the ramifications of that might be. The energy that we exist in, that is all around us, that we're flowing in. All of a sudden, off of our shoulders, the worry and tension and fear lift up and transform into trust and compassion and cooperation, gratitude. Just feel the lightness and the ease of living and flowing in this energy. You feel healed on every level, on every dimension. And stop wherever you are in your intention right now. Whether you're enjoying your family dinner at the table and tickled pink to see the glows, a healthy glow on everybody's face, and your children thriving, or whether you're out doing your favorite sport, enjoying the exhilaration of your body, or if you're relaxing in a field of wildflowers, listening to the bees buzz by, just completely at peace and serene. Wherever you are in your intention, in your reality, just stop right now and take in all the beauty that is surrounding you. Drink it in. Feel that energy of unconditional love and light around you at all times, sourced from places you can't even fathom yet. But just allow that in, receive it. You are so worthy of this unconditional love. You're so worthy of this reality that you've just created. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath. Thank you for this amazing vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you for my emotions guiding me in this lifetime. Thank you for my connections to others, my connections to the earth, my connections to my heart, and the connection back to the fountain, to the source that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you. And then we're going to take this intention that we just created, and we're going to build it up in our centers, in the heart, the solar plexus, the dantian. Build it up as a big energy ball that's growing. Make it grow, expand, crackle with life, and then soak it, completely soak it with those wonderful emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. And when we exhale, we're going to release and share that energy with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Your heart is vast and limitless. And then take a big breath of life in, fill yourself up with healing, with light, with love, with energy. Good job. Now we're going to wiggle our fingers and toes, come back into our bodies proper, maybe shift your limbs around a bit. When you're ready, open your eyes, also come back into the room. Welcome back. So how do you feel in your body right now? How do you feel in your emotions? Let's take a second to check in with that. Scott's giving me a thumbs up on the other side of the computer there. Anytime at your wanting throughout the day, anytime that you want to or need to come back to this state of being, if you're finding relaxation right now in this moment with this practice, peace, healing, joy, any of it, You can come back to it with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we're doing this practice, because then we can do it in a breath. And then eventually we'll just become walking transmitters without any effort of this high frequency energy that's more in line and in tune with what we truly are, this light, this love, creating the reality around us that we want. It's that easy. And we are this powerful. It's pretty amazing how powerful we are. I mean, by ourselves, we are, and then, wow, exponentially by magnitudes when we put this kind of intention work together. So thank you for joining me, whether it is live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. I hope you have an exceptional day today, and we'll see you again for the evening intention tonight.